Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video. Holy crap. Okay, so we have a lot more information that just got dropped in terms of the crossover event this year, the Arrowverse crossover event. First off, I'm hyped as shit for this damn thing. They announced Batwoman back in May, then Superman, Lois Lane, okay, and then there's character descriptions, and then they announced this doctor character, which I'm not really sure exactly who the character is exactly, because people are saying, well, this character got cast in the Arrowverse crossover and it's gonna be this this character, whatever, that can bring back the dead. I'm like, I'm not really sure if that's confirmed or whatever. Let's see here. Arrowverse crossover, everything we know so far, but the things they announced today: Elseworlds is the title for this damn thing, okay? And then on top of that, the Monitor is gonna be in the what? Not the Anti-Monitor. The Monitor is gonna be in the crossover this year. What in the hell? So I'm looking on the wrap here. So we have, of course, the Elseworlds title, which is very interesting. We'll talk about that in a second. Look at everything that's kind of been dropped. So we know that we're gonna get Lois Lane, Superman, Batwoman, and then we also are gonna be getting Dr. John Deegan, who might just be crazier than the inmates he treats. And then also we're getting the Monitor, like I mentioned earlier. We're getting Cassandra Jean Amell, who is the wife of Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver in the Arrowverse and Arrow. Nora Freeze. I got a couple of theories about that. But okay, so let's talk about what we know, what was announced today, and then let's jump into speculation. So, Elseworlds. I wasn't sure about the title. I'm like, what are they going to title this damn thing? Elseworlds. Which immediately made me tweet this. I got to read this tweet here. Let me find it. So this is what I tweeted after thinking for a couple minutes about the title. I said, I think the Elseworlds title might refer to a new Earth that we haven't seen yet, and that is where Batwoman is. Or we will see a lot of, we'll see a lot of changes on this Earth. So my thought, Elseworlds is referring to an Earth we haven't been to, and that's where Batwoman is. It could also mean multiple Earths that we haven't seen yet that are involved in the storyline. There's so many possibilities. So that was my first tweet. Elseworlds might be referring to a Earth we've never been to. It's not going to be on Supergirl's Earth. This is not going to take place on Arrowverse's Earth, or Arrowverse Earth 1, Arrow Flash Legends. Takes place on a brand new Earth. They're calling it Elseworlds, but there's an S, which we know the title of Elseworlds is a DC Comics run that they have different stuff going on, different storylines that are not continuity. It's just like one-off things that are what-if situations. Elseworlds, like perfect example, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Elseworlds, right? So with them going with Elseworlds, could this, as I sent out the tweet, could this involve multiple Earths that we've never seen that are vastly different than what we've seen previously, and they're calling it Elseworlds because they're including multiple different Earths, okay? And then, of course, someone pointed out, and I had to point this out, a user on Twitter pointed out that on this poster, Wayne Tower is in the middle of this poster. Wayne Tower. Are we getting Bruce Wayne in the crossover? I don't know. But I'm not expecting Batman. But if we get Bruce Wayne, that'd be interesting. We see Bruce Wayne, we don't see Batman, but regardless. And then I tweeted this out, because this is before we got the announcement of the Monitor, okay? I tweeted out, what if Nora Freeze is actually Mrs. Freeze, or Miss Freeze, in the crossover? The roles are flipped. Her husband is the one who needs a cure. I'm just thinking it because if we're dealing with an Elseworld, maybe it's Nora that's actually playing the Freeze character, and her husband needs. I was thinking off the top of my head, like, well, what if that's what they're doing, right? Because, like, why would they have Nora Freeze in the crossover? I mean, they could do, what was it, Lazura? It's a version of Nora Freeze where she gets put in the Lazarus pit. She comes out, she can conjure fire, and I think she can raise the dead or do something. Like, it's fucking crazy. So then they casted the Monitor. Now, Elseworlds, I don't think this is tying into Crisis, because if they're going to do Crisis of Infinite Earths, which that storyline is fucking crazy, and that's where the Monitor really comes from, He's involved in a couple of different storylines, but people mostly know the Monitor isn't connected to the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which people are assuming they're going to get to that at some point. Like, that's what they're kind of building to, Crisis of Infinite Earths, which is a fantastic storyline. If you haven't read that yet, please go read it. It is fucking beautiful. It's insane. But the fact they're casting the Monitor, I don't think the Monitor is playing a presence like he did in the Crisis situation. I'm thinking that they're using the Monitor as to kind of be overseeing this Elseworlds situation. Maybe he interacts with characters, maybe not. But the Monitor, it adds so much crazy shit to this crossover, because what we heard from different people is that, well, we're not including Legends of Tomorrow. We're going to be more focused on, it's going to be a more, you know, focus. It's going to be more character driven, a smaller crossover. This is not small by no means. There's even theories going around that none of the original characters are going to be in this. Like, the Green Arrow we see is not the Green Arrow we know from Arrow. It's not the Flash we see is not going to be the Flash from the Flash. Like, it's going to be the same actors, but they're going to be playing different versions of the characters. So that means that Stephen Amell can play Oliver Queen in this Elseworlds storyline, but it's not Oliver Queen from Arrow, and so he's still in prison on Arrow, but in this Elseworlds, he's Green Arrow because he's from a different Earth. You see what I mean? There's a lot of theories of what this means. I'm curious to know what you guys think, because with them announcing Batwoman back in May, I'm like, okay, so it's going to be it might be a smaller crossover, but we're going to include Batwoman. Bat family character confirmed. Superman, Lois Lane. Okay, I don't know, like, who the fuck are they going to be fighting? They have two Kryptonians. Who are they going to be fighting? And now we have this. The Monitor and the title Elseworlds. I don't fucking know what's going on, but I'm excited as hell, because it seems like they are finding ways to outdo themselves. Because so far, it seems they're going to outdo Crisis on Earth X. It sounds like Elseworlds as the title. My guess is multiple Earths. Or it could be just a brand new Earth we've never been to before. And that's the Elseworld. I don't know. But I'm assuming it might be multiple Earths. Who knows, right? Then we're getting Batwoman. Bat family character, which is insane. Superman returning, what? Because I wanted Superman in the crossover for years, and we're finally getting him. Lois Lane introduced finally, awesome. The Monitor, it's getting into crazy shit. What is next? What is next for this universe? What is next for the Arrowverse? Is it the Anti-Monitor? Is it Crisis on Infinite Earths? I'm saying Earth X again. Crisis on Infinite Earths? Is it New Gods? Are they gonna fight Darkseid at some point? What the fuck's going on? Who knows? But all I know is they're going all out with this crossover event. I felt like Dominator set a bar. Crisis on Earth X destroyed that bar, destroyed the Dominators. Crisis on Earth X was fantastic. It looks like Elseworlds might outdo Crisis on Earth X. Who knows? But they're setting themselves a tall order. We're getting a lot of cool shit. There's a lot of things they're supposedly going to be doing. They have a Wayne Tower. So many possibilities. I'm curious to know what you guys feel about this. Are you hoping, like, what are you hoping to see with this? What do you think this is going to be about? Because they're not really giving us a lot of information. Now, we'll get more information as we lead up to the actual crossover being aired and they're filming. But for right now, all we have is that Superman, Lois Lane, Batwoman, they're calling it Elseworlds. The Monitor is going to be involved. Nora Freeze is going to be in the crossover. We have some kind of doctor character that they're thinking is going to be this crazy character that could bring back the dead. Not really sure that's not really confirmed. They've confirmed the character name, but that could be a ploy. But from what we know, what do you think about it? And from what we don't know, but we're all speculating, what do you think is going to happen that hasn't been confirmed? But who the fuck knows? It is just so insane, and I can't wait. I can't wait for this shit. There you have it, guys. That's my freak out video. This is my just talking about what's going on. This is insane shit, but I'm curious to know what you guys feel. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you think about the new information of Elseworlds, the title. We're getting the Monitor in the crossover. What do you think about this new information? What do you think about Superman, Lois Lane, Batwoman, Nora Freeze? What do you think of all the speculation? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon with hopefully more information. Hopefully we get more information as we go along. And I'm hoping this thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm all about it. So I'm going to stop ranting, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.